need to omit number 8, and you need to omit number 10. Okay, so when we look at this first one here, it says y varies directly. What word is smacking you in the face? Directly. So you should circle it, you should highlight it, you should do something that you remember that this is your direct variation. The first step to this is what? Y equals what? Kx. So y equals Kx. Ladies and gentlemen, do not skip this step, okay? So now from that, what's my next step tell me to do? Plug in the x and the y. So you're going to say 30 equals k times 10. This is your first part. Remember, it always gives you an x and a y first, and you have to find k. No, it says find the constant of variation with this. Then that's the second part, because it's the then statement, okay? And so now what are you going to do? Divide by 10. So k equals 3. So that's the first part of it, okay? Now, do you have to write this next equation for me? Yes, because it's the equation of the, it tells you how the x and y relate to each other. It is the main equation, okay? So you say y equals 3 times x. Exactly. Now you're going to use the 5. Okay? So now you're going to plug that back in from this part where you read up here. It said then they'll find y when x is 5. Now on your quiz, it's given to you like your homework was. It's given to you in one. It's not listed like that. Okay? So quickly do that next one for me. Go through your steps.
This one's kind of ugly.
I hate ugly ones.
Gives you a really bad decimal.
Well, then just use the fraction and let your calculator multiply the fraction for you. So you did your first equation, you have to write it. Then you plug in that first part that you know. So you have 2 equals k times 7. You divide it by 7. So then you have your k to be 2/7, which is not a pretty decimal, right? So now, do you have to write this next equation? Yes, 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 yes. Please, 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 please. Y equals 2/7 times x. So now what am I doing? Good. Plug 5 in, and so you have y equals 2/7 times 5. So you have y equals, and I'm just going to put 10 over 7 and leave it like that. Okay? So now let's jump down. Let's not worry about number 3 right now. We're going to try to get through maybe 3 more problems quickly. The next problem says, in each example, x and y vary inversely. Find the constant of variation, then find y when x is 10. Which word is smacking you in the face? Inverse. Inverse. Okay? There's your inverse, right? So that equation, write it out. y equals k over x, right? Now plug in this information. 5 equals k over 20. 20 times 5, k equals 100. And then you plug it back in. Y equals 100 over x. Write that equation for me. Yes, I wrote 100 over, well, no, 100 over x to begin with. Now you plug it in. You've still got, Brian, you still got to write that. And then you've got, I haven't done step 5 yet. Y equals 100 over 10. Y equals 10. Okay? Now the next ones, you've got lots of words too.
If it just wants you to find the constant of variation, wouldn't you stop once you get the k value?
It says, then find y.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but you would. If that's what it asks, that's exactly what you would do. Okay. Suppose you drive a car 392 miles on 1 tank of gas, which holds 14 gallons. Now here, you've got a couple things. Read it through all the way. The number of miles traveled varies directly with the number of gallons you used. Did you hear a smack, smack, smack there? Directly smacked you, right? Directly smacked you. The words before directly, what are those values? Are they X or Y's? Good. These are your Y's. So your miles are your Y. Then your gallons are your X's. You only have enough money to buy 3 gallons worth of gas. How far can you drive before refueling? Okay, so we've got to find that K value first. So you have your equation, Y equals KX. And so the miles was what? 392 is the Y value of miles, 392. Times K, your X value is gallons. How many gallons do we have? 14. Okay. Now solve for K, divide by 14. You get K to equal 28. Rewrite your equation. Y equals 28X. It says you have enough money to buy 3.7 gallons of gas. How far can you drive? So gallons we said was X. So you're going to say Y equals 28 times 3.7. So when you multiply that, what did you get? What? 103.6. Okay, last one quickly. Miss Evans, will you start handing out folders while I go over this? The force needed to break a board varies inversely with the length of the board. What's the word? What? Inversely. Smack, 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 right? There you go. Inversely. Circle it, underline it, do whatever. If it takes, okay, and so what's to the left of inversely? The force, right? So the force is what? Is with you, it's Y. The length of the board is what? X, right? Okay, so if it takes 24 pounds of pressure, that's your force. That's your Y value. To break a board that's 2 feet long, that's your X value. So we have inversely Y equals K over X. I have my 24, that is Y. K over your board is 2. So you should have gotten that. Will you grab the quizzes out of my desk. K is 48. Rewrite it. Y equals 48 over X. Now what are we plugging in? For which one, X or Y? Good. So you're going to say Y equals 48 over 5. So Y equals, somebody give that to me. What? 9.6.
Pounds, 9.6 pounds.
9.6. Yeah, the 48 over 5. 9.6, is that what you got? Okay, I can't hear. 9.6, what is it? Pressure is in, yeah, I guess. I probably wouldn't count out pressure. That's, or pounds per something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. PSI, thank you. Okay, that's fine.